We are not about to run away from this particular challenge. We will systematically work with you and other stakeholders in our country so that we can attain a more favorable position going forward. I say this because we are facing challenges. And I was one of the most honest political speakers in the build-up to the election and where we are. In fact, if some of you were following my conversations carefully, from way back as 2015, I kept on sounding the warning bell that the country is on a dangerous borrowing spree, and it is going to catch up with us, and it will cause a lot of havoc in our ability to deliver good services to the people of Kenya. I repeatedly said this. Ladies and gentlemen, and my friends who are listening, we are now in that situation. Commitments were made, and because they are now sovereign commitments, because a government exists in perpetuity, once you make those commitments, they will have to be honored, irrespective of who now made those commitments. So our position now as government is to acknowledge that we have a challenge, not to lament anymore, but to acknowledge that we have a challenge, and then we work our way out of that challenge going forward. Now, I want to talk to you as teachers, as the luminaries in our society, as the people who will help get the citizenry of this country digest this challenge appropriately. We want to look at, through, for instance, the diaspora docket that falls on Kenya, that I hold. We must also look for avenues to export human labor, skilled human labor. We must negotiate internationally agreements that can allow or can facilitate you as teachers to go and seek your livelihood, whether it is in Germany, whether it is in other countries, Botswana, whether it is in the US. We must, through the negotiations, also broaden the scope to allow you to have opportunities that we may not be readily available here, or perhaps even greener opportunities in those areas. So these are some of the things that we want to pursue. These are some of the things we are engaging in when we are talking about economic diplomacy, because we want to find opportunities for the people of Kenya, the people you train, very skilled people that you are producing for this country. We must find outlets for them, whether it is here or whether it is externally. And we can only do this with good partnership. We want to assure you, and I personally want to assure you, that I will be an advocate for your cause in government, so that we can find a constructive way of emerging out of these challenges. I do not want us to go back all the time to say, this is the problem, that is who. We must move away from the blame game. But I've acknowledged that where we are there as a nation. Right now, it's not a question of who put the signature to what document. We are bound by those commitments. Now it is time to work collectively to get out of those commitments.
Eastern Marsabit. Ninaenda Kisumu County. Naenda Nyamira County. Asante sana. Nigera County. Asante sana.
The vision of a good life government as part of the teachers. I understand that teachers are the only public service challenges, and that is why we are not allowed to run away from this particular challenge, that we can attain a more favorable position going forward. Neither did I sign up to it, but it is now. But there's hope.